mainly for big diameter, big size, and more big thickness. Yeah. And the main difference between laser and circular saw and band saw is by laser cutting, it can be low burr, totally low burr. This is one of it. And second is laser cutting is much faster than the circular saw cutting. Usually it can be 5 to 10 times faster than the circular saw. And second, you know, like this kind of tubes. Usually in the traditional production line, they will do the punching on the metal sheet. They will punch the holes on the metal sheet and then weld the pipes. So the final product is not so good because the accuracy and the deformation of the holes. Yeah, you know.
You mean this is not pipe? It was like flat sheet of metal with holes, and later bended to the pipe and welded.
Yes. Well, before, I mean, in the traditional industry, but now since we have fiber laser cutting in the tubes, we can do it directly on the tubes. Yeah, we just cut them on the tubes.
This is very good.
Yeah, and no matter what kind of shapes you want to cut, like this and this, you just put your drawing on the machine and then it will cut for you.
You know why it's very good? Because you just buy only one machine and tube one and do it directly. It's unnecessary to buy one machine, second one machine. There are only one operation instead of 2 or 3, as I think.
Yeah, correct. So laser is kind of all-in-one machine, can do everything for you. Because in the traditional, actually now in most of the industries, they are using a traditional way. Like first, I will use a circular saw to cut the tubes, and then I may need a deburring machine to remove the burrs by the saw cutting, because you know circular saw cannot remove the burrs. And then if they want to make some holes and some cutting on it, they need the punching machine to do that for them. And
molds also for punching machine. It's talking about mechanical forming, forging. It is going to be with molds.
Yes. So if the customer use the laser, they can save a lot of cost on the punching molds. This is just one part of it. And also the machines he can remove, like the deburring machine and the punching machine, and also the staff's cost, the labor cost.
So it's only one machine, for example, like 6022, but can adjust a vast of quantity of operations which related with tubes, even with square tubes, even with kind of L-beam or this kind of.
Yes. That model is suitable for different shapes and also profiles. We will show you later when we go to the workshop. Okay.
And another question, if I have a chance to operate with 6022?
Yes, sure.
Okay, great.
Everything is set ready for you.
Okay. So what's next?
Okay, well, first I will show you our cutting department to see how we use our machine to offer cutting service for our customers. You know, because some of the customers, they have very little pipes for cutting every day. There's no need for them to buy a fiber laser cutting machine. So we can offer the cutting service for them. And the second part, I will bring you to our customers' factory so you can see how they use our machines and how our machine help them for improving their profits. And then the third part, I will bring you back to our workshop to see our other models. Are you ready?
Yes, let's go.
Okay, let's go. This way. Okay, so now here we are in our cutting department.
Stainless steel tubes, low carbon tubes, all can be processed by this machine.
Yes. Well, as you can see, this is our semi-automatic model. It's a high-speed cutting machine for especially for round tube cutting.
So it just can cut round shaped tubes.
Yeah.
Impossible to cut here square.
Yeah, this model is especially for round tubes. We have other models for square tubes.
What is the maximum length of the tube it can process?
Okay, well, our standard cutting length maximum is 1.2 meters. But of course, we can also do customized.
So 1.2 meters from this point to this
yes,
side.
Yes, correct. Actually, that part is positioning plate. You can set the cutting length on the touch screen as you want, and then it will give signal to the machine to do that for you.
What about thickness of the tubes?
Okay, let me check. Okay. This diameter of this one is 38 diameters.
0.38, right?
38 diameter. 厚度是多少 Okay, and the thickness is 0.45.
0.45.
Yeah. 现在切的是多长的呢
It looks like very fast.
Yes. Okay.
How many workpieces she can produce on this machine in 1 hour or in one shift, like in 8 hours?
Well, for this kind of model, it can, you know, actually the tube size and cutting length will affect. 0.55, okay, and the tube size and the cutting length will affect the capacity, because as you can see, this is a manual. This is also a manual model, semi-automatic model. It needs the staff to fit the length, fit the tubes manually. So the labor's efficiency will also greatly affect the machine. Yeah. But usually like this, as you can see, the cutting is just take about 1.5 seconds, and then plus the feeding time.
Feeding time much longer than cutting time.
Yes.
It's a long tube.
Yes.
Yeah.
For this one, I think she can cut like more than 1,000 pieces for 1 hour.
So yeah, 3 seconds, some 3.5 seconds per one.
Yeah,
around.
Including cutting and the feeding. Yeah. So now we can see the cutting results. As you can see, the cutting is very smooth and without burr. Well, Alex, the difference is one of the difference between the circular saw and the laser cutting is the cutting loss. You know, for circular saw, each cutting.
I see just a little bit.
Yeah. The circular saw cutting each time will take about 0.5 mm in the cutting loss by the chip shape. But for laser, it will come out with some slack, and it will take about 0.1 mm for each cut. So it can save a lot on the material.
What about spare parts for this machine? What should I change if I buy this one, use in 1 year? What should I change in 1 year or after 1 year, maybe some spare parts inside?
Okay. Well, first, we offer 1 year warranty for the whole machine, and all of the components like the touch screen and the servo motors, we all use famous brands with good quality. We have our QC to check them 100%. And regarding to your question, the spare parts of our machines, mainly what you need to change is the nozzle and the protective lens of the laser head.
Right?
This is the nozzle. And the protective lens is here. Each one can use like 2 to 5 months for each piece. It
depends on how many hours you are working per day, per month, per week, per month. Because if you work in 8 hours, it's not the same if you work 12 hours every day.
Yes,
right?
correct.
So this laser head's same as flatbed machine for the flat cutting with also lens, gas, protective lens, and nozzle inside.
Yes. Well, of each machine, we offer some spare parts for free of charge for our customers. Like this model, we will offer 5 pieces of the nozzle and the protective lens. So you can use it for about 1 year, but of course, the machine is for a long time. So we usually
buy spare parts after that.
Yes, we also suggest you to buy more as a spare parts.
What about where I can see laser source? Is it the same with other machines or something different?
Yeah. We have our standard laser source. Usually we use Max Photonic. Yeah, it's the top brand in China and also in the world. Well, since our worker is working now, so I will show you in other machines.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about warranty for the laser source? Because laser source, I'm worried about it because it is quite expensive if you buy it outside. It is most expensive part in the machine.
Yeah, well, actually, for the laser source, we offer 2-year warranty. Yeah, and for the laser source, the lifetime is 100,000 hours. That means you can use more than 20 years. Yeah. Okay, well, would you like to have a try for the cutting?
Here?
Yes, you can have a try.
Yeah, what should I do?
Yeah. Okay. 阿姨，让她来尝试一下做2次切割。
First of all, I'm feeding machine by
Yeah,
tube.
you just feed it and touch it. Yeah.
And after that, okay.
Yes.
That's it? That's all?
Yeah. It's quite simple, right?
Okay, I need to bump this head.
The tube will touch the positioning plate.
It is conductor. It is from steel, and this is the signal cable. And okay, I understood.
Correct.
It's very easy.
Yes.
It's very easy. Okay.
Yes. Well, as you can see, our staff is much more faster than you.
Actually, yeah, of course. She's more experienced than I am. But I just like if you're working with saw machine or with circle band or with common traditional mechanical cutting.
Yeah.
It's not like very common like this. It's quite complicated.
Yes. For this one is a very, this model, the machine in here is already used for more than 2 years.
Yeah, it looks like it's not new, which indicates this machine are working properly, not broken, and still working.
Yeah, actually it's our first generation model.
If I decide to change the tube, should I change this chuck for another dimension?
Yeah, we usually we call that part the clamp. Yeah, the clamp is one size of tube. You need to change the clamp for 1 time. And it will just take about 3 to 5 minutes.
Is this part with machine together, or should I buy separate for different sizes of the tube?
Usually we offer 2 sets of the clamps for the customer, and if the customer have more size, more dimensions, we will offer them the drawing so that they can make the clamps in local, and also of course they can buy from us.
So my customer provides me all necessary diameters, all necessary tubes and materials of the tube, and you can give us one-step solution with all necessary molds and these clamps for their purposes.
Yes, of course. We can offer you all of the clamps, and also we offer you the drawing because we are not sure, maybe in the future you will have more size of tube so that you can produce them in local. That would be more convenient for you. Yeah.
Is it machine, if customer buying this machine, it's going to be like this in wooden box or something I need to install when I receive this machine in my workshop?
Yeah, we will pack the machine with the films and also with the plywood, export wood box.
Plywood, okay, okay. And I just install it, connect wires to the 380 volts, 3-phase 4 wires, same as in China, 50 hertz. in programmable Russian, for example, and set up settings, which tube I want. Install clamp. That's it.
Yes, because
Sound.
it's kind of installation free. You just take out the machine from the boot box and then connect the wires. We have the menu and the videos to teach you how to set up the machine. And we can send our engineer to your factory to help you to do the commissioning and teach your staff.
This part must be negotiated with customer only because, as I know, it must be not for free.
Yes. Customer need to pay for the cost, like the air tickets, the hotels.
Machine quite similar, quite simple.
Yeah.
And I guess if you have video installation manual, video manual, so it's unnecessary to pay for master. Just install in accordance with your instructions.
Yes. Actually, this year we sent our machine, these models to Russia, Turkey, and India. And all of the customers, they just do the commissioning by themselves. Yeah, there's no need our engineer to go for them. Yeah.
Nice, good.
Okay.
By the way, one more. What is that?
Okay, well, this is stabilizer for the voltage. Because the laser machine is kind of a high value product. We need to make sure the voltage is stable for the machine so that it can run properly and stable function for you.
Is that machine like in basic price? This stabilizer, this.
Yeah, it's a voltage regulator.
Should I buy it outside, or you can provide it with the machine?
We can provide for you, and you can also buy it in local.
And there is.
There's a chiller. There's a chiller. I will show you later for other.
So this machine
device.
also, because this is laser, must be hot. So that's the reason why you need to cool it.
Yeah. All of the fiber laser cutting machine must connect with the chiller for cooling down the laser source. Well, as you can see, this is just our first generation and kind of an entry-level model of our products. So
means this machine just for one operation, just cut.
Yes.
Always like this.
Okay. So next, I will bring you to our customer factory, and you can see other machines. Okay. Let's go.
Is it far? Far away?
It's quite hot today. Well, the customer is just near our factory. They still making.
Feel they like hot.
Well. This is the iron workshop. You can see